Right. I don't know whether or not it's too much black coffee I've had since I've got it in America. But this latest episode of Andor is superb. Well, I think it's a superb slice of sci-fi with that soupçon of Star Wars, and I feel like all these episodes are coming together for good and or ill. Not that any of them have been really crap, but you know, if you've watched the rest of the videos, you'll know what I'm getting at. But anyway, let's get into it. After the scroll, let's go. Howdy, you all. See what I did there? Right, I'm in America, so apologies if the sound's a bit echoey, and I'm in the hotel room, and I wanted to get this out of the way before I attend the Baltimore Comic Con. And I'm really glad I wanted to get it out of the way, to be fair. From it, Cyril's back. And the scenes between Cyril and old Miss Sneery are so well done. What I'm realising as well is how much I'm enjoying seeing the dark side. See what I did there? Of the stormtroopers. Like you see, instead of them just being cannon fodder all the time in Star Wars, when you think about it, they're either stupid because they can't hit anything, or they're cannon fodder, and all the evilness is left to Vader and blah blah, the higher ups. But we're seeing, I don't know what it is, I don't know why it suddenly dawned on me in this episode. We're seeing them, pushing, and we're getting the feeling in this episode as well of the oppression. And I know I don't think they are alluding to it is too weak. They've obviously been going for this oppressive regime idea of the Empire coming down on indigenous, the Aldani and all that. But in this episode, I don't know what it was about everything coming together. I think it was probably Andor in prison as well. Very, very well done. And the guy, Diego Luna, is the actor's name? He does see it. That his feeling of anxiousness. If you've ever been banged up, and that anxious, not that we don't go there. How anxious you would be, and like that feeling of the walls coming in, and the way they set up the cells with the red lights, and you knew someone was going for it, didn't you? You knew someone. They didn't. The only funny bit, the only purely dismal minus bit in this episode was where they do a little leap forward in time, and you see Andor's counter, his time, how many days he's got, or whatever it was, months, and it goes down by 30 because they skip as they're closing in. The counter changes by 30, pans round to Andor, and they have to have a caption saying 30 days later, which I found highly hilarious because must be people. We can't discriminate against people who aren't good at maths, can we now? So, and the music, I mean, it had a real sci-fi synthy feel, sound to, and particularly in these prison scenes, it was reminding me a bit of like things like Logan's Run, and like those 70s where it's all pure white, and but nevertheless very, very nicely done. Andy Serkis turns up playing a proper bastard, but a great actor. Another thing I realised is, and this might all be falling on my head a bit too late, but the cast has always been good. But my God, you got Forrest Whitaker in this one as well towards the end, and him and Sven. When you think about the cast they've got for this show, and what an adult take it is, I think it's a grown up approach, a grown up sci-fi approach to Star Wars, which it might be that it's taken me a little while to completely fall into the groove of it, maybe. But anyway, let's get back to Cyril. Cyril, Miss Sneery Pants. Oh, and there's still not enough Cyril for me. I want him to have a spin-off. Maybe not Miss Sneery. Although the actress playing her, I've got to admit, she's becoming one of those characters where you just want to boo every time she's on the screen. Not because it's poorly acted, but I just mean that classical villain. And I think she must be relishing, obviously when they do all these scenes. But you can see, I think she might have been getting more into it as well and relishing the role. Maybe. The other good bit, Bix is back. Oh yes. And that's just a personal indulgence. And she's in handcuffs. No, we won't go there. Let me finish. She's in handcuffs because she gets caught by the Empire. See? Anyway, she gets caught by the Empire, and that's where the episode ends. Very, very nicely with the door closing, just enough to make you think of when Leia was in the cell and Vader and the door just went and before you saw the stormtroopers fought. I just thought that was nice at the end. I just thought that was really nice. Now the only irritating bit now for me, and listen, I know I said how great this is, and it is, but it's not perfect. Nothing ever is. The only little bit that I can't wait till it's over is the Mon Mothma stuff. I've got to admit, I'm not. I'm getting it as a connection. I don't know. I think if I'd have been watching all this back and thinking, can we cut down on the time? I think I might have been thinking about cutting all these Mon Mothma scenes. And it's not her. I mean, I think she's playing the part. She's playing the role, and I don't think that character is a problem. But the old man and the daughter. Sorry, guys. I mean, they're the weakest. Yeah, they are. They're collectively, they're the weakest. Even though I think the Mon Mothma character is going to be connecting and blah blah blah. And like I say, Sven and Forrest Whitaker are great. Watching these actors, Cyril and Miss Sneery together, just some good adult dialogue as well. Who knew? And the same with old Scars Sven and Forrest Whitaker. He's a great actor. Over the years, I'm surprised he hasn't. He's never just hit that. Apart from early on with what's his name? Anyway, I digress. I'm off the rails again. Let's get back on. When he won an Oscar years and years ago. But you don't see enough of him, of good actors like that. And really, that about sums it up for this week. Nice and short and sweet. I hear you all cry. But yeah, it's just, we do enough, there's enough kind of location jumping, but this is more prison centric episode, to be fair. And all the more for it, like I say, that kind of, and he's acting to convey the fact that, yeah, my God, we're here, we can't escape, there is no hope. His kind of anxiousness and his, the shell shock and the oppressiveness, the feeling of this oppression from the Empire. Yeah, I just thought all round great episode. And again, like I keep saying, looking forward to next week. And do you know what? I'm thinking if it carries on like this, by the time we get to the end, this might even be, listen to this might even be something that Dismal Minus has produced that I will watch again. No. I might have another cup of that black coffee. Who knows? Looks like I'm viewing the world in a different way. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. And I was just going to say adios then. But what can I say? See you all later.